It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Spectrum Center in... The Thunder control the tap. Jay, without question, one of the biggest moments of the NBA offseason, Paul George stays in OKC.
I think him and Russ work well off each other. Playoff P wants to be playoff P all the time. Who better to bring that out of you than the Beast Boy?
Kevin Knox fires the three, and the rebound comes down to the Thunder. Westbrook across the timeline. He'll run the offense to Paul George. It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte. Won by the Thunder. George to Westbrook. Wide open look, won't go.
It didn't hurt him this time, but defensively, you got to prevent him from even catching the ball to begin with.
To Kevin Knox. And the basket good at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Westbrook with the basketball. Down two. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Lays it up and in.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Westbrook into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Has a chance. Chance for Westbrook. No good. To Batum. Here comes the screen. Batum matched up with Steven Adams. 4-3. It's Westbrook with the board. To George. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
Paul George. The drive by Westbrook, but a shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Add 2 points to the board.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Thunder with the basketball. Westbrook. Good for 3. Jay, if you're Russell Westbrook, how do you take on the responsibility of getting them over the hump?
You have to own it. And that starts with owning the fact that, yes, you were the first player in the history of the game to average a triple-double back-to-back years, but that did not equate to your team being successful. Sometimes less is more. And he has to make sure that he's surrounded and allowing the players he's surrounded with to help him get to the next level.
Knocked loose. Screen coming. Down low Adams. Steven Adams with the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To Nick Batum. Here comes the screen. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. George. Down to Westbrook. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat.
Oh!
And he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Kevin Knox. Beyond the arc for 3. Kevin Knox forced that one. Well defended. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Down by 1. Carmelo Anthony traded, but Sam Presti turns that into Dennis Schroeder.
And I love this acquisition by the Thunder. When you think about Schroeder, he is almost the opposite of what Russell Westbrook is. He is not a ball-dominant guard. He will have the ball in his hands, but he's more apt to make plays quickly with the ball than Russell, who likes to hold on to the ball towards the end of the shot clock.
Paul George. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
And count the basket inside.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oh, Dennis Schroeder missed his first. That one goes.
When I think about the biggest international names in the game today, Dennis Schroeder's name probably isn't the first that comes to mind. But did you know that he's one of only 3 players to ever play in the league from Germany? Detlef Schrempf, Dirk Nowitzki, and Dennis Schroeder. He is a blur with the basketball, and he will be the first or second option offensively down the court each and every possession.
Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To Batum. Count it.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
The Thunder have the possession. George to Schroeder. Won't go. To Kevin Knox. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Oh, Dennis Schroeder. 2 of 4 now.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender did.
Leaves Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 14, Michael Gilchrist. Into the game for the
Got a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Here's a chance from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Down low for Aldridge. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 3 for 7.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Russ at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a shot up off the mark. Trying to cash in off the mark. What on earth was he thinking? Westbrook with it. They find themselves down 10. To Paul George. Westbrook. For 3. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The assist from number 13.
To Westbrook. Has a look. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Now 4 for 9. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First is your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Westbrook across the timeline. Down a dozen. And counted at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
He gets it.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Knocked loose. To Westbrook. That's no good. Slam dunk.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
It's Westbrook. The shot almost. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Ferguson slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? First quarter's complete. It's been all Hornets. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we know what's coming. Go get it.
Substitutions.
Schroeder. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
And he can't convert the free throw. Going to launch beyond the arc, and the Thunder with the rebound. Oklahoma City ball. Schroeder. Driving right to the basket. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Dennis Schroeder at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. From the painted area, won't go down. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Shot by Robertson off the mark. To Kevin Knox. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended, but Knox with the 3.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Oklahoma City's got it. Schroeder. Fires the 3. Oh, he hits the 3.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Got it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds.
Take care of the ball.
Schroeder. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
The Thunder down to 4 in the shot clock. Has a chance. Robertson's shot, no good.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Jumper's good.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Hornets right now in possession. Rises for the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
In the second quarter.
To Schroeder. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. That's usually one that he'll knock down. To Kevin Knox. Easy path to the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way
The
there.
jumper's off the mark. Fires the three. The rebound belongs to Oklahoma City. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Hornets didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. And
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To Kevin Knox. Lets it fly from long range. Count it. Three-pointer is good.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Nick Batum.
watch Cutter, watch Cutter, watch Cutter.
Here comes the screen. Batum. Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. So the possession stays with the Hornets. Batum knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a four-point play.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
Nikola Batum with a chance at a four-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Count it at the line. Knocked loose. Shot from the lane won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Steven Adams with the slam.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Thunder with the basketball. To George. Takes stock of the floor. Paul George to Westbrook. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Now, big finish. Full head of steam that time.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Add 2 points to the board.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
I got ball, I got ball. Got so far. I'm in. Oh yeah.
To Kevin Knox. Oh, it's blocked by Adams.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Almost unlucky bounce.
I got ball.
Yes, And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper stays out. To Kevin Knox. Won't go down. Eight-second violation. It's going the other way. Time for some new personnel into the game. Batum. From long range. Nick Batum forcing that one. No good. OKC ball. To Schroeder. A lot of contact. No whistle.
Double.
And Patterson grabs the rebound. Here's Schroeder with it. His guys down big. Has a look. Offensive board. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Cody Zeller. Paul George. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Thunder with the basketball. George. To Schroeder. Down low George. Can't connect from inside.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Paul George. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Oops, he missed the first one. He missed a pair of free throws. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Big finish at the rim. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
What are you doing?
The shot turned away by Robertson.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
The shot turned away by Adams.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Knocked loose. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
You got him.
deep right corner. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
George. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Raymond Felton, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 78%. At the line. Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
To Batum. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Paul George. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good.
For the Oklahoma City Thunder, number 17, Dennis Schroeder.
Able to convert on both free throws. To Nick Batum. Tough make through traffic.
Usually rookies allow themselves to get sped up because they're so hyped to play against the greats. But you got a different speed to your game. It's called poise.
Here comes the screen. Paul George fires. Paul George looking good. 4 for 5.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Schroeder to Paul George. Beyond the arc for 3. It's no good. Shots not going down. Batum.
Make it hard on him. Nothing easy.
I got you. I got you. I got you. Help. I got you. Help. Don't worry. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. And the rebound comes down to the Thunder. Schroeder with the basketball. Down a bundle. Knocks it down from mid-range. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
The Thunder have the possession. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Number 9, Tony Parker. Into the game for the Thunder. Number 3, Nerlens Noel. 1 minute left in the third quarter.
George, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
I got ball. That's me. Double. I'm hillside.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Hey, watch this screen left.
It's rejected by Noel.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
I got your help. We got your help.
To Batum. Here's a chance from long range. Batum cashes in. Well defended. He still finds a way.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And, Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
The assist from number 13, Paul George.
Hey, match up.
3 quarters down. The Hornets way out in front. The Thunder have it to start the 4th quarter. And they...
Hey, it's all game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions. Substitutions.
Here we go. Pull up quick.
for 3, knocks it down.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a top 2 rather than an easy 3.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Oklahoma City ball. And the finish, slam dunk.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Double team, double team, double team.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Schroeder.
Double.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Kevin Knox. To Nick Batum. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Charlotte basketball.
Here we go. Lock up. Here you go. I'm here.
Nice pass to set things up. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Be up, baby. Be up. There you go. Watch him. I got you here. Right here.
Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. and stuffs it home.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Short jumper won't fall.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Oklahoma City's got it to Schroeder. Short jumper stays out to Kevin Knox. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Here comes the screens. Paul George trying to convert the extra try. Hasn't missed yet. And he hits. Paul George down to Adams. Steven Adams with the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Kevin Knox.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's play deep, play deep.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
I'll tell you what, it's impressive to watch a young player this new to the NBA not be afraid to drive to the basket. Goes a long way in establishing your presence in the league.
The drive, right to the basket. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Watch the cutter, man.
Just not going down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
That ball's out of bounds off the Hornets. Schroeder. PG lets it fly. Pulled down by Batum.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. It's the Hornets with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.